we are going to talk about slope-intercept form. The formula is this y equals mx plus b. When we have that, the y equals and the x will always just be in that equation, and the two things that are going to change are your m and your b. So let's talk about what each of those are. The b is actually where you're always going to start. The b tells me where the y line that is going up and down crosses the line that I'm looking at. And then the m is always represents our slope, which is the rise over run. So all we're going to do initially is look at a formula. Y equals negative 2x minus 3. And I want to identify the slope. The slope is always in the m's place, comes in front of the x. It's a negative 2. And then the y-intercept comes at the end. And it should be plus b, but since it's minus 3, that tells me that the y-intercept is negative 3. Let's look at this next one. Y equals x plus 2. I know I can put a 1 in front of there because that's legal. So my slope, I don't ever write the x, it would just be 1. And my y-intercept is a 2. I would like for you to do number 3 on your own. Now, the next one asks me to write the equation if the slope is 4 over 5 and the y-intercept is negative 2. So I write y equals 4 over 5. I always write my x plus negative 2. You can also write x minus 2. Either way is correct. Number 5 says if the slope is negative 2 and the y-intercept is 8, y equals negative 2x plus 8. I need you to do number 6 if the slope is 1/2 and the y-intercept is 1. We're going to look at these graphs, and I've color-coded them to help explain them better. And by looking at the graph, we're going to be able to know the slope and the y-intercept. So when I look at this first graph, number 7, let's start with our y-intercept. It's where the pink or the red and the green are crossing. And they're crossing right there. And that is 1, 2, 3. They're crossing at point 3. Now, the slope is that rise over run. I'm going to start at the lower dot. 1, 2, 3. I rose 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 over 4. And if this little guy was standing at the end right here, he has no head because it won't let me draw it, is he going to go up the mountain or down the mountain? He's going to go down. That tells me that's a negative slope. So if I was going to write that, I would write y equals negative 3 over 4. I always include that x plus 3. Let's do the same thing for number 8. Red and green cross. They're crossing right there at negative 2. The rise 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 over 4. If I had a little guy standing here, he would have to go up the mountain, so it's positive. So my equation for this line is y equals 1 over 4x plus negative 2. Let's do the next one. Y-intercept, the green and the red are crossing right there at 1. And my rise, 1. My run, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 over 6. So y equals, I draw my little guy. He's going to go up the mountain, so it's positive. 1 over 6x plus 1. I would like for you to do number 10 on your own, and then turn the page. We're going to do the same thing we were just doing, except this time, instead of looking at a graph and writing the equation, we're going to get the equation and draw the graph. It has 3 steps. First, we're going to plot the y-intercept, or what b is on the y-axis. From the y-point, we'll plot the slope by doing rise over run, and then you'll connect your 2 dots. So those are the 3 steps. So let's look at number 11. Step 1, plot the y-intercept on the y-axis. That means I got to put a dot on the up and down line. So in number 11, my y-axis is that red line. The b is the last number. So I'm going to put a dot on 3 on the y-line. Step 1. Step 2, from the point, plot the slope by doing rise over run. Well, this I know is the slope, -2. I have to make it into a fraction. I can put a 1 under any number and make it into a fraction. So that means I've got to rise 2, 1, 2, and then I'm going to run 1. Because this is a negative, I got to run towards the negative numbers and put my next dot right there. And now I just connect my dots. And I drew a line. Whoop, whoop. All right, let's try this on number 12. Where the dot on the red line is going to go at -1. We know it's right there. And then my slope is a 4. But to make a 4 into a fraction, because we got to rise and run, it's 4 over 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I jumped 4, rose 4, and now it's a +1, so I got to go to the positive direction. Now I just draw a line through the 2 dots. Let's look at 13. Actually, I'm going to have you do 13 and 16 on your own. So let's do 14 together. So I'm going to put a dot on the red line at -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -5. Apparently I'm using red now. My rise is the slope. It's 3, 1, 2, 3. And then it's a negative, so I got to go to the left. 1, 2. New dot. Draw the line. I like doing it in purple better. Let's look at number 16. First, I'm going to make that a fraction. So we start at 5 on the red line. It's a -1 over 1. So I'm going to rise 1. Because of that negative, I got to run to the left. And there you go. You do 15 and 13 on your own. Flip to the next page. On this page, page 3, we're going to look at equations that don't follow the rules. So the first equation we're going to look at is this y equals 3x. Well, our equation is always y equals mx plus b, and this is just y equals mx. I'm missing the plus b. When we don't have a b, it tells me that it's 0. There's nothing. So remember, we always start with the b. So if I have to start with a 0, I just put my first dot right there in the middle. And then my slope, I rise 3. 1, 2, 3. It's positive. I'm going to run 1. And there's my line. Now, this next one, it just says x equals 1. Oh, and if there's no y-intercept, it means that you always start at 0. All right, this next one is undefined. It means there's no y. It just says x equals 1. So we know that that's my x line. So I'm going to go over here and put a dot on 1. And then if it says x equals, the line I draw always goes up and down. This next one says y equals 2. So if the up and down line is y, I put a dot on 2, and I go side to side. And those lines are all side to side. I want you to practice these guys right here. We know that the slope is always 0. And go ahead and write that in. So I'll do this first one. Y equals negative 2x plus 0. My first dot, the B, always goes first on 0. I'm going to rise 2 and go negative 1. Draw my line. This next one, I always start on 0 because there's no B. Negative 3 over 4. 1, 2, 3. I got to run in the negative. 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 3 over 4. I need for you to do 19 on your own and then flip over to page 4. I'm going to show you on this page 4 and 5 how to do an example of each problem, and then you'll do the other ones. So I'm going to start at number 1. My B is a 3, and my slope is a negative 1 over 5. So that's all I'm doing. Down here on number 5, I've got to look at the graph. My B, it's where the up and down cross the line. That's a 1. My slope, I rose 1. 1, 2, 3, negative 3. So I would need to write y equals negative 1/3 x plus 1. I just plugged that information in. Flip over to, and then now you'll do 6, 7, and 8. On 9 through 13, you're just supposed to look at this equation and graph it. So the B is negative 4. That means I start down here. So you always start and put a dot on the up and down line of the B. And we have y equals mx plus b. So it always starts with that back one. And then we just rise, over, run, and that's that whatever's in the M spot. This one doesn't have anything, so I'm going to put a 1 over 1. So I started at negative 4. It's positive 1, 1. Put a dot. Draw your line. I need you to draw the graphs for 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Turn everything in when you're done. Thank you.